sunshine, I want rain. I want love, I want the pain. Shimmy up, gon' say my name, cause it don't feel the same when you're not around.
Will fly you to Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Changi International Airport of Singapore. Please remain seated at the seatbelt sign as we when the aircraft is come to complete stop.
Activate the card for you.
Okay.
children or the elderly are not appropriate. May
Tonight we present A Journey Through Asia. So pick a spot, grab your cameras, and enjoy the show.
น
Thank